And even if you try so hard, we're never gonna get this far. We're never gonna get this far. Trust me, trust me. And even if you try so hard, we're never gonna get this far. We're never gonna get this far. Trust me, trust me.
Hello, 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 hello. Mic check one, two, mic check one, two. Hello, everyone. Okay, that's perfect. I can hear myself somewhere else on a separate device. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. This is KIDM the Man bringing you all another live stream review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, or the Hasbro's Power Rangers Lightning Collection from the Power Rangers Turbo season, Blue Centurion. If you know from the title by now, whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. Okay, well let's all say hi to everyone else that's in the chat right now, eh? Hello, hello, how you doing, LeBron Fett? Welcome to the stream. Galaxy, welcome, nice to see you again. Jordan Lassos. Yep, Jordan Lassos. When am I gonna do another League Lightning Collection review? Um, well, it all depends on Hasbro Malaysia, since uh, juris every different Hasbro country or headquarters has a different uh, date and time when they release something out. But hopefully this year in 2023, we might be getting some, leaked items in July, I suppose, like during the summer. Hopefully we do get something from there, or hopefully we do get something during that time itself. The screen is still at starting soon. Yes, of course, it is still at starting soon. Let me just remove that. Excuse me. Let me just remove that for a bit. And there you go. Here we have the Blue Centurion himself. Very fresh from I mean, at least it's just 1 week fresh. I mean, I got this guy a week ago, and if any one of you actually followed my Instagram, you would have seen that I gotten this guy, sometime last week itself. So yeah, that's how, or that is when I actually got this figure, and I thought might as well just keep it and specially review it for a live stream review. And plus, since this particular figure has been out for quite some time, it, did not make sense or would not make sense for me to, how do you say, make a full video on it when I could actually just focus that type of time and energy on something else. Well, but that's basically it for that. Let's see who else do we hear. When am I going to do Dino Charge Blue? Yeah, funny story. Dino Charge Blue is it's that whole set is still not in Malaysia yet, so I can't even do Dino Charge Blue. But don't worry. When I do actually get Dino Charge Blue, it will be appearing on these live reviews, which I am, always excited to do since I get to chat with each and every one of you live. You've been watching since I started YouTube, really? I mean, ever since I started YouTube was most likely for the Legacy Wars gameplay. So, either that or you were referring to my first ever review of the Psycho Rangers 5 pack and or the Dino White or the Dino Thunder White Ranger. So yeah, then that would be considered when I actually first started with regards to figure reviewing. How's everyone? Everyone's, I think, hopefully everyone's doing good. I mean, it's a Friday night, after 12 a.m. So technically Saturday night itself. So I hope everyone who is going through the fasting month or the puasa month, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well this month. And this particular month is sure gonna fly by very fast, and before you know it, it's gonna be Ramadan. Let's see. So they are going to make a turbo collection because I knew you knew it because yeah, of course. I mean, of course they're going to make a turbo season. I mean, why would they not make a turbo season? The only thing is, Hasbro really does have to take their time and decide which figure should come out first, whether should they introduce something new or whether should they how do you say, whether should they finish up all the teams. We just got to give it time. Everything is coming. Let's just all give it time. Oh, you like the whole Lightning collection? Nice, nice, nice. Thanks, man. Thanks. You're technically 16 and a half. Oh, I think the legal age here in Malaysia is most likely 16 either way. So, oh well. Yes, yes. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Too bad we don't get to see him at the, once and always, but not to worry. We've, what do you call it? We've all followed his life in one way or another. So all we gotta do is, let his memory live on through us, each and every one of us. So I guess that's enough rambling for now. All of you guys are here to just see Blue Centurion. I've only ever seen this particular figure when I bought him. I've opened the box up, checked what's inside, checked to see, make sure that everything that comes with this set is actually inside of the box, and that was my only first impression. So other than that, I did not take a closer look because I, technically don't want to spoil myself. But this is the front of the packaging. It's still the same plastic-free packaging over here. If we look at it from the side, very nice artwork. Anyone who if we did not know that this particular character was a Power Rangers character, you would have thought that he might be from Beetleborgs or a Metal Hero series, because most of the Beetleborgs characters, they all have this particular chest thing or a torso, waist, stomach. Yeah, they have this kind of stomach design in their suits. So yeah, over here you do have the Power Rangers Turbo logo right there, and then you get to see what this particular set or what this particular figure comes with. A lot of people who, they don't really, I mean, I don't blame them if you don't have time to follow all of the releases or all of the news of the particular releases. Then of course you won't know what this figure comes with. Hello, hello, Ranger Blocks, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, and Trini too. Yes, of course. Yeah. So as I was saying before, so these are everything that it comes with. What you do have here is basically all these silver bits. The most frequently asked question: what are these silver bits? Well, these silver bits are actually the holster for his particular legs. Since in the show, Blue Centurion was able to, keep some weapons at the side of his legs itself, and so just like what am I trying to say here? Just like the SH Figuarts, for SH Figuarts, everything else needs to be very screen accurate. And if you want to include anything, or if in the event you would like to include any kinds of gimmick or features, you're going to have some extra parts. So if you do want Blue Centurion to have his weapon holstered and not taken out, you're going to have to switch these parts. But in the event if you don't want to and you just want Blue Centurion to hold his weapons, you again get to keep these two parts so that you can have the particular figure look very symmetrical or asymmetrical, I guess. But that's it for the white parts. Another frequently commonly asked question would be, what is this? Now, let's just take a closer look at it. What do you think this is just by looking at it? It's definitely not a kendama. It's probably not any kind of a hammer or very tiny hammer, but no, this little tiny thing is actually his whistle. So of course, every police officer needs a whistle just so they can attract attention to themselves, if what they're doing is not already attracting attention to themselves. But yeah, that one is a whistle. This is the particular whistle that maybe probably in the Sentai version, he probably used this to summon the Sirender. I think I got his name right. His Megazord, actually, his Robo Racer. So yeah, here's a good look of the particular figure, posing it on the other side. And then here is just the plain blue color types of text on the side over here as well. I do have another image. I do have last week's review uh, of the box itself. So this time, since we do have the civilian head or the civilian of the Rio Ranger, that's why we have an image here. But of course, you still do have what you are going to get. So I guess all of the particular box design is almost exactly the same. You have a nice artistic look for the particular figure that you're going to get. And yeah, that is what we're going to be doing right now, or that is what we're going to be getting right now with all these plastic-free packaging. Oh well, let's see. Hello, Rohan. Welcome to the stream. How am I? I am very good. I hope you are doing good as well. I can't believe March is ending so soon. I mean, already the first quarter is already ending. Oh well. Jordan, you're saving up to get one of these action figures? Yeah, sure, go ahead. What I can honestly tell you is that this is a very expensive hobby, and if you want to get your money's worth, it's better for you to pick out your most favorite ranger and start off with that. Not your favorite team, but your favorite rangers. If you have all of your particular favorite rangers, if you have a set of 5 different favorite rangers, who knows, you might make your own unique ranger team, just like the Once a Ranger anniversary episode from Power Rangers Overdrive. Yep, but that's basically it. Let's see here. You didn't have a good day yesterday? Oh man. Oh man, why? What's up? I mean, it was a Thursday. I mean, today is gonna be Friday. I'm not too sure which side of world you're actually from. Dino Fury was your favorite season? Yes, I can see that. I can see that Dino Fury was your favorite season, and possibly Cosmic Fury might be your favorite season too. Range of Locks. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh Jordan, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, I hope I hope she's doing well with regards to her recovery, and hope there's no permanent damage with regards to where she fell. Have I got the O Ranger caliber? Oh, Ranger caliber. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm not sure. The only O Ranger that I know would be Power Ranger Zeo. Are you trying to tell me about the new Insect Team Sentai? Because if that's so, then no, I don't have that. Oh well, a taunt move. Hello, hello, hello. What do you call it? You buy waves that you don't even like. Don't buy waves that you don't even like, man. Don't do that. You're just wasting your money. Same goes with Gundam collecting. Exactly. The same rule applies when you are collecting on a budget. So without further ado, I guess we all can ruin a little bit of this box. You still get to see some nice artwork over here. And let's just get rid of him. Or let's just get this figure out of the packaging. Now, of course, since I have opened up this figure prior, I just did not want to go through the hassle of like shoving the figure right in between these particular empty areas, because it's hard to get the figure out once it's already hard enough to get the figure out from these particular type of packaging. So once you take it out, uh, you know, best to not put it back in. There's still so much more space in these plasticless packaging kind of things. So at least paper is recyclable. So yeah, that is one thing to take in. So I guess that is one of the bright sides. Although if you do want to recycle some paper, you actually do have to remove some plastic from it, which is from the cellophane tape. Okay, so here we do have both of them. So we have the accessories pack and the figure itself. So based on or based on tradition with regards to these live streams, we're going to take a look at the figure. Let's see what we have here. Gonna visit her at the hospital. Oh dear. Okay, so fracture. If I'm not mistaken, fractures do recover, I believe, with the right amount of medication, and hopefully your body can still produce some calcium. I'm not a medical professional, so I'm not too exactly sure. But still, hopefully your mom gets a nice and swift recovery. And there we go. So here we have the Blue Centurion range. Here we have the Blue Centurion. I almost called him a ranger there for a second, which I don't think he's considered as a ranger. He's most likely an extra hero at least. Now, one thing I have noticed, or one thing I have taken note with regards to all of these particular figures, or everything that I have seen online, um, yeah, his drop down hips, they tend to break. So when I was checking his articulation, the moment that I actually got him, I noticed that I can't really get his drop down hips to move up. Okay, now that's a bit scary. I can't exactly move his drop down hips upwards, if you can see that a little bit more clearly. Yeah, I couldn't get his drop down hips to go upwards. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna use a hair dryer, heat up the double jointed drop down hips over here to loosen them up, so that way I can avoid it from breaking. But at least he does have some kind of height, albeit a bit awkward. But yeah, that's basically it with regards to all of the joint issues or possible joint issues. But here we do have. Let's take a closer look at the particular face of this. This is a very nice looking helmet, or a very nice looking head in terms of with regards to the Blue Centurion. I think I recognize, or I remember reading a short mini story with regards to Blue Centurion from the comics. Apparently there is a lot of these type of robots, police robots, and they all have their own unique designs. Plus, these police robots actually have their own family, so that is quite nice to take note of. If you can see his particular helmet design wise, you know, um, he basically is wearing a helmet or he's wearing a bicycle helmet, if that actually looks like a bicycle helmet. I mean, everything else that you see here in white, this is what I'm referring to, like a little bit like a bicycle helmet kind of situation. And this silver area here for his lips, that's almost like his continuation of the face. Yeah, that is the bicycle helmet designed for you with regards to Blue Centurion. Uh, let's see here. Well, one, two, Robo Ranger guy was human behind the suit. Oh yeah, true, that is true. Robo wife and Robo son. Happy Robo wife, happy Robo life. All right. Okay. So yeah, that one is with regards to his particular design. I don't think I've seen any kind of comics or short stories where he removed his helmet so we can see what's underneath it. But he could be from a planet with robotic life. Yep. Up next, you also do have his particular mouthpiece. His mouthpiece is kind of molded on separately. Oops. Let's just zoom in for a bit. Yep. It's kind of molded on separately and might be glued on. So, if the glue does become weaker, it might actually pop off. Or if you are a bit too rough in it, you might actually stress this particular plastic. And then you have that speaker part of his helmet fall off. Yep. Over here you do have some nice police decals printed on. I mean, is it really called decals or just like paint printed on with the word police on both sides? One side is nicer than the other, I guess. This police is quite nice, whereas this other side, might it's still debatable, but it's still nice. He still has a particular antenna over here, which is also nice. With regards to the colors on the helmet area here itself, I'm sure you would have noticed that one area is shining out the most, which is the middle. I guess Hasbro decided to use some gold paint in two of these different areas over here. So that's a nice technique, or that's a nice choice that they want to use. If we go by the top of the head, we also do get some nice silver chromy paint type of paint in the middle line over here, so that's also another good choice. But on and all, the particular head is nice to use itself. With regards to his neck, I don't think there is much of a design with regards to his neck, other than the same chromy, nice silver around his collar area. But I think his neck just, well, at least it's still articulated. I mean, you can see that he is doing a type of giggity. I can't actually say that word properly. Yeah, but it is still like a nice solid neck tubing kind of situation itself. Stick together. I'm gonna show. Yeah. Oh, cool. That's good to know then. Over here you do have his police symbol. Sadly though, his police symbol isn't using the same shiny gold as we see on top of his helmet over here. So that is like a little bit of a downside, a little bit of nitpicking from my part as well. As for his shoulder, shoulder is a nice white plastic type of piece with the silver painted on, and the red and blue is like a nice soft plastic. Yeah, like a nice soft plastic type of material. You also get a nice transparent thing on the side of his shoulder. So yep, that one is really much appreciated. I really like items or figures with their own translucent toys or with their own translucent features. But one thing that I have noticed here, so how they hook the shoulder pads on is that there is a particular piece right in here. So I guess this is another round piece that basically goes into the joint, and then you'll be able to pose it alongside with the hand. But because the joint is slightly bit small, if you can see it over here, yeah, it's quite small, and because it's a rubber piece, if you do keep the figure inside of the box, the rubber might deteriorate and break off. Another scenario would be that if you had this figure for a very long time, same thing would happen as well. The rubber might deteriorate, and then the shoulder pad might pop off itself. So yeah, that is one thing that you need to be aware of. Up next, we can take a look at his torso. Does have some very big torso itself. He is quite busty. He is quite busty with regards to his design. Yeah. If I didn't know any better, it could be a police woman instead of a policeman, or a robot police woman instead. Over here, instead of it being a nice, very clear type of plastic that they use the exact same rubber. Rubbery type of plastic with regards to his sirens. Why is it red, yellow, and blue? Well, I think that's basically how it is in Japan. It's not red, yellow, green, is red, yellow, blue, I think. Anyway, I'm going there in August anyway, so I will probably confirm that with you. Okay, so that one is with regards to his upper torso area, and up next we get to see a very nice lower torso area, like his ab area itself. Everything or every little detail over here is nicely molded on. It's also nicely printed on as well. You can see some nice looking details that are being painted, and because he does have an ab crunch, it's perfectly molded or perfectly placed and centered at where his ab crunch is. So if I were to just Ooh, that one was scary. If I were to just make him, bend forward a little bit, it doesn't really affect this particular centerpiece design, which is very nice indeed. You want to see more of his centerpiece design, just make him bend backwards a little bit. Oh dear. Uh, Hang on, I'm getting distracted with regards to this leg that I'm holding. But yeah, that is the lower torso. And then over here, you do have the pelvis area. Pelvis area does have one little, I guess that would be his robot dong, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. And then you do have the two little red dots over here. The back of it is quite simple enough. I mean, it is basically a robot itself. So I guess all of these particular items that you see here, all of these particular designs, these are most likely the air vents, since he's a robot and he does produce a lot of heat, there needs to be a way for him to expel those kind of heat over here for his robot. But it's kind of nice itself. I'm not sure why it is designed this way. So maybe he needs to get rid of some oil. That's probably how he can get rid of those oils. But yeah, that is mostly it with regards to the main torso of the particular figure itself. He could be possibly working with that one silver guy from that different universe. I mean that one silver guy from Beast Morphers when they team up with that guy. Oh, okay. You mean Steel? I think that's his name, Steel. Yep, the Beast Morpher Silver Ranger, which we are really waiting on the Lightning Collection version of. Imagine adding abs to a robot. I would be mad. Oh man. Well, lucky for us, this guy was actually designed by Japanese people. So, Japanese people aren't really that focused on abs. Okay, so now that we have taken a look at the shoulder, that's basically it with regards to the shoulder itself. Then you do have the arm. The top of the arm is quite simple, or the upper area, or the upper bicep of the arm is quite simple. So that is one thing that you can take notice of. Over here, let's see. So with regards to his elbows, it's quite an interesting design. You do have like a T joint on on his particular elbow with this particular thing protruding out. I'm not too sure why it is protruding out. I don't even remember if it is a thing in the show, but if it is, then it's very accurate. If it's not, I guess it's just a way to stabilize this joint, because this joint is definitely a separate piece and it's just molded in grayish silver type of plastic. The arm itself is quite basic. The arm itself is quite basic. He does have a particular nicely painted silver paint for the wrist collar or the wrist cuff, and then you just get a very basic, very basic arm, in which we all know it's just made out of, how do you say, made out of a black glove type thing. I don't know. Over here, over here, this time on his left arm, he actually does have something on it. So maybe it's like, since he is from a futuristic type of thing or type of place, it could just be like his mini computer on his arm. also in the same design as the traffic lights itself. I'm not too sure what that is. If you guys know, just leave it in chat or leave it in the comments so that way I would know what to do as well. So that way I would know and everyone else would know. With regards to the articulation, it's just your usual standard articulation for every lightning collection itself. This one would be your main butterfly joint. This is your main joint over here. If you want to, have him move his arm forward, yeah, you just gotta do some kind of magic with regards to it. I think this figure is still quite tight, so definitely he is going to be taking a very hot and warm bath later. Again, same issue with regards to the drop down hips, but these drop down hips are quite tight, so that is one thing that you need to aware be aware of. So over here, this is what I mean by with regards to the holsters area. If you do see him standing around like this, he does look quite symmetrical. But if you do replace it with with the holstered part, it will just basically look quite bulky. So I am glad that Hasbro decided to do that instead. If we want to remove it, it's like a soft, not too soft, like quite like a super hard rubber material. It's easy to pop off. You can see the insides of it. You can pop it back on quite easily. So yeah, so very good or very easy interchangeable feature over here itself. With regards to his legs is quite simple. Again, we do see the exact same feature with regards to his joints, but at least his kneecaps are also signals, since he's known as Signal Man. Call him a Shadow Ranger. Man, I actually debated on bringing out Shadow Ranger from the shelf just so I can compare it to him, but then I decided to go against that idea. Should have just brought out my Shadow Ranger. What is this? So again, up next, you also do have his basic robotic feet or basic robotic legs. They do have the exact same articulation, just like every other Lightning collection, but this time you do have something different. Because you don't have a boot cut over here, the boot cut is replaced with a ankle swivel. So you can just swivel his legs left and right or side to side from the ankle area itself. And of course, you are able to have him, have his feet to go up and down. And of course, you still do have a very nice ankle pivot. Although the pivot is being moved by the ankle, so if I were to hold the ankle in place, then yeah, here is the pivot that you are all looking for. Eh, okay, so that is hopefully this thing doesn't pop off. The bottom of the feet is quite basic. You do have your regular copyright kind of thing. So of course, this particular figure is made in Vietnam. Yep, everyone knows that Hasbro moved their production to Vietnam because of course, it's cheaper. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Okay, we are able to get him standing. Let's just put him here on the side so that way we can take a look at his other accessories. Hello, focus. Hello, focus on him. Focus on him. Why aren't you focusing on him? It's probably a bit too far. No, I guess we're gonna have to move him here then. I guess not. Oh well, even though if it's not properly focusing, I guess I can still put him over here. With regards, since his joint is like that, I don't want to mess with him so much in case if I accidentally, break it itself. So let's take a look at the other baggie or paper baggie itself. Let's open it up and let's see what we can get out from this here. I'm just going to put it on the table first because there's quite a lot of stuff right here. Let's hope I grab all of the tiny items. I think we still have one more tiny item. Yep. The whistle is really very tiny, by the way. So you will definitely lose it if you're not too careful. So this time you can just go to the side. And yeah, this is the whistle that I was telling you about. Oh, that is nice. If you guys can see, yep, if you can actually see it, there is his police badge on top of the whistle, which is a very nice touch. It's very tiny, so if you would like to, or if you are good at painting miniature figures or anything similar, you can actually paint it so that it looks more screen accurate. I guess that's I guess this is the type of quality that we will get if we actually did get a SH figure arts of Signal Man. But of course, Signal Man wasn't that popular, so so of course we won't be seeing a SH figure arts version of this. You do have two of his arms or alternate arms itself, one left, one right, almost similar to a Shadow Ranger's arm accessory, but not really. These two arms over here, they do look like weapon holding hands or pistol holding hands. Guess if I were to, or how would you put the whistle in here? Perhaps like this. Oops, oops. Yeah, perhaps like this. It's almost as if he's like using his whistle and blowing on the dragon dagger instead. Well, that's neat either way. Yeah, I guess that is how you can have him hold the whistle. Not too sure though. I haven't seen any toy photographers had or use Blue Centurion to hold his whistle and attempted to blow on it. So yeah, that's the whistle itself. Up next, let's just try and see who we can look at. Okay, so this is the holstered version of his weapon. So the holstered version of his weapon does look a little bit like his badge. Maybe not. Yep, I was mistaken. It doesn't look like his badge at all. But they do have some nice red, yellow, and blue paint, a little bit of the nice silver over here. And one thing that is quite, and over here you can see that on the side. One thing that's surprising though, Hasbro didn't paint this whole area entirely silver, which means they really did pay quite attention because I think the toy version, this area here is meant to flip up. And if this area here is meant to flip up, of course you won't have this whole area here painted in silver. So this literally just shows you that, if this was a action type of accessory, this would have been a very nice thing as well. Or even on this side over here. So yeah, this is really, really appreciated. Look at the detail on this particular weapon here, though. Look at that, and then his logo is still here as well. But yeah, this is his holster, and this would be the extra. This would be the extra accessory that's meant to hold the weapon. All right. So there is an indication on which side it is. So this one is the left side, and then over here would be the right side as well. So if you want to put the weapon on the right, you just gotta use this one, pop open from the side, and then put his weapon or badge thing inside over here. Let's see if I can put it in properly, maybe without scraping the paint. Hopefully it doesn't scrape the paint, but yeah, this is how you can put his weapon or put the holstered version of the weapon on the side over here. But I think maybe if you do want to put the gun into the holster, you can do that as well. So the gun is made out of entirely in, oops, yep. So the gun is made out of entirely in blue plastic. We do see a nice consistent, bright, shiny silver paint on it. And then you still do get the nice red, yellow, and blue paint inside of it. So yeah, this one would be the nice gun itself. It does have a tiny hole for you to put an effect piece. Let's see if we can put him or put this in the holster. I guess if you want to put it in the holster to make it look like he is trying to do any kind of quick draw, just put the front part in and not the silver part because because you don't want to like scrape the paint off. But since in the event if you just do want to show off these signal lights, yep, in the event if you want to show off these signal lights, I would just recommend you to put the weapon on the left hand side, so at least we can see the signal lights on the left itself. But yeah, it's quite nice. Over here we do have the over here we do have the effect piece. Yep, this one is the effect piece that comes with Blue Senturion. I believe it is the exact same one that we got from Phantom Ranger, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, of course. But yeah, his loadout, and him scream, walking traffic light. Oh man, yep, definitely is. Literally, they just call him Signal Man in Japan or in the Sentai. So yeah, if you want to put, oops, camera's not working with me. To put the effect piece in is pretty simple. Just look for the peg, look for the hole, and then put it in. Just make sure you line everything up, and then you just slowly push it in. There we go. Even if in the event if you're trying to push this in is quite tight, well, you have to apply some kind of lubrication to it. Hopefully this peg doesn't come out as I try to remove it. Yep. So if you don't want the peg to be stuck in here, try to put some lube, or if you want to remove it, just slowly twist it left and right, and then you can pull it out. Yeah, so that's basically how you put the effect piece. Last but not least, you do have the weapon in its cane mode or the police baton mode. It is very long. It is very nice. It's also painted in a very nice silver paint over here. So that is one thing to take a look at. It's still quite consistent. Even this area here is not painted in silver. I mean, technically, if I was lazy and I just want to save cost, I would have just painted the whole thing into silver. You know what I mean? But Hasbro didn't do that, and Hasbro did really grant us a nice, generous application of silver paint. I believe, which is why this particular figure costs around like 200 ringgit. Can you believe that this figure costs 200 ringgit? I believe it costs quite a lot of money in the US too. Sadly, in Malaysia, we don't get sales like we don't get clearance sales like in Target if this figure was in Target itself. Oh well, what you gonna do, eh? So the same nice red, yellow, blue signal light. When I got this out of the box, it was already quite bent like this already. It was already quite bent like this. So I think after the stream, I'm just gonna go downstairs, run some hot boiling water or freshly boiled water, and then try to straighten this particular weapon out, along with trying to straighten his drop down hips area. But yeah, that's most likely it with regards to his accessories, his loadout, his particular weapons. So I'm just going to be playing with all of these. I'm just going to be playing with him a little bit more in the stream itself. Let's see how good are we on time. Looks like we've been streaming for about 45 minutes. That's quite nice. Huh? That's quite nice, don't you think? So I have no. Oh, sorry about that. Accidentally hit the table, the floor table. I'm also trying to like stretch my leg because I'm actually sitting on the floor and my leg has fallen asleep. Don't think I can pose him now. I think most likely pose him after I help out with the joints, with the joint area. But I did bring him some friends. I did bring him another police over here. The most recent uh, leaked review of SPD Yellow, I have actually seen that someone somewhere already had Maya from Lost Galaxy, and and I guess I'm gonna be late for that one as well. I mean, if Maya did appear in the UK early, which means that for Malaysia we would get that early as well. Since we were part of the Commonwealth, if you did not know. If you did not know about that fact. So yeah, if you haven't seen that review, feel free to check out Z's review. It's also quite new. It's also quite fresh. And I do want a lot of good traffic to get towards it. Let's see over here. Those type parts give you anxiety. Yes, exactly. Oh, I think you would Galaxy, I think you mentioned that comment when I was talking about the weapon. Sorry, I missed that. What you meet me in real life because it would make your day. I mean, it depends. Where I don't know where you are. So in the event if we do meet up, sure, I don't mind meeting up with you. Yeah. Sorry about that, Galaxy. I think you were referring to this when you commented on it. So yeah, the part where if it gets stuck, it gives you anxiety. So yeah, I think that was what you were referring to. So yeah, here is the the Z figure. Feel free to check her out. Let's get a look at another figure over here. More or less, it's like a model kit kind of thing. So this one would be a model kit. This particular model kit is a Kotobukiya model kit. It is the Metabots Metabee. Yeah, it is quite a correct scale with regards to these, because like if if Signal Man was human, then he would be the exact same height, or that's how Meta B would be next to this particular Signal Man. And if you want to check out Meta B's review, it's coming soon. It's actually on the way. I'm actually writing his script right now, and hopefully I do have time to record, or finish up the script, record it, um, edit it, and then hopefully it should be out by next week. Hopefully, one can hope. So yeah, this one is Meta B, and last but not least, we also do have Blue Centurion's so-called partner in crime, the Phantom Ranger, the first version, or the original version, the non-invisible version. So yeah, this one is Phantom Ranger over here. Just like if you see in the show, they did have the episode, like Countdown to Destruction. I believe that's what the episode is called. Then you can see that both Blue Centurion and the Phantom Ranger, the both of them were getting their butts kicked, to put it in a nicer way. So the both of them were having their butts kicked by all of the army builders, or sorry, by all of the army minions of those particular villains, of many particular villains of every different Ranger seasons itself. So yeah, so these two, I guess I have no idea how these two decided to team up with each other. But I guess if they did explain it in the comics, we will probably know. Or if they're going to explain it in the comics, then we will know. But I guess the production crew just wanted to show you how other characters were doing in the Countdown to Destruction story arc itself. Let's see here. Yeah, if put a bit too much pressure, it can snap. Yep, exactly. That's the one. What do you call it? How I get all this? Isn't that the guy from GI Joe? No, he's not the guy from GI Joe. How did I get all this? I mean, yeah, I think you were referring to the Meta B figure. The Meta B figure was actually from our local online store. Some guy was selling it for quite a hefty price, and it was reasonable, I guess, since it was a exclusive. I mean, this Metabe figure is quite an exclusive due to his color palette. It is the Meta Clear version, a P Bandai version, or a P Kotobukiya version. So yeah, yep, that's how I got him. So if you keep searching online, maybe you might find someone deciding to sell the Metabee itself. So again, same thing with the effect piece. The effect piece is meant to go in here in the chest area for the Phantom Ranger, or in his blaster, since his blaster does have the exact same hole. I'm actually putting the effect piece in the hole over here, by the way. So if you can see that slightly bit on top, or let me just adjust the camera tripod stand so that way you can see that this effect piece can actually fit inside the blaster as well. So yeah, that one is so yeah, that is the both of them. I am aware that the translucent Phantom Ranger is also out in the market, and I actually do hope that they made the Hasbro will be making the Morphonaut, or releasing the Morphonaut very soon, because it is the exact same, not the exact same, but almost the exact same parts or molding. That's the word I'm looking for. Almost the exact same molding as the Phantom Ranger. So instead of me deciding to customize another Phantom Ranger to turn it into the Morphonaut, I might as well just wait for the Morphonaut to be released. Yep. His name is Bucket Ranger. Nice, nice, nice. Oh man, the nicknames that you can come up with just by calling someone a Bucket Ranger. Buckethead or Pinhead. No, not Pinhead, like a tin head itself. So yeah. Uh, okay then. I guess that one should be it with regards to the Blue Centurion live review itself. I'm just gonna like take a picture of this, put it as a put it as a thumbnail for this particular video. If you guys like it, or if any one of you are watching this live stream review after the fact, do feel free to leave a like. Blast that like button. You can take Phantom Ranger's blaster to blast that like button, or Blue Centurion's weapon to also blast that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And of course, always, feel free to subscribe, as it would really help the channel. I always get tongue-tied in my recordings where I try to say, feel free to subscribe, because it doesn't sound like the word subscribe. It's very clear, if you know what I mean. I mean, you can try that at home, try to say, feel free to subscribe 10 times fast, and then you can see how tongue-tied you would get when you're trying to say that word. Oh man, no, what do you call it? Thank you for the kind words, Jordan. I mean, um, you really successful meanwhile you're not. Oh, okay, no, I try my best. So I mean, if it's any indication, there's a lot more people putting in a lot more hard work. So you know just do your best, man. And you're still young. You're technically more than 10 years younger than me. Oh my gosh, I am old. Okay, so yeah, do your best in life. You still got a long life ahead of you. And yeah, exactly, just give it your all, 100%. And then if 100% isn't enough, just kaioken yourself to put in that much effort. Mostly just rambling on, since we do have some more time on the stream. And I have we do have some more time on the stream. And I actually do still need some sleep. It's almost 1 a.m. already. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I am sorry about sorry about that, Jordan. I don't think I can stay a little bit. I don't think I can stay too long. But what I can do is I can leave my Discord link in the chat. So if you want, feel free to join the particular Discord. If you do want to have a chat with me off stream itself, but not tonight though. It's 1 a.m. I gotta sleep as well. What do you're still gonna pre-order it? Wait, hang on. Galaxy, what did you buy? Aerial rebuild. Wow. I mean, I can't. For me personally, I cannot buy figures that I cannot review. Otherwise, I gotta like manage the money situation. But yeah, hopefully that build is worth it for you, Galaxy. I can't wait to see it. Feel free to tag me uh, on DedX's Discord so I can see once you have gotten the box and once you have built it as well. But yeah, wait, all I did was make Bucket Ranger. Hey, at least you made something. You know, everyone else, um, almost everyone in the community. No, don't say community. I mean, people won't take the effort to make anything. Sometimes they would just prefer to complain about something that they're getting instead of just appreciating that they got anything at all. So yeah, don't don't count yourself short. I think that's the proper phrasing to it. Yeah, don't count yourself short. Cut yourself some slack. There's a good phrasing there, but I just can't remember what it's called. So yeah, that's mostly it with regards to today's stream on Blue Centurion. I'm just here chatting with everyone else on the chat itself, because I think it is quite a active chat today. So I really do appreciate it with each and every one of you. Use a glue stick cap and putty. Hey, it's still something. The OG area has a stiff joint on the leg and arm, so hope this new one is better. Ah, okay. All right, all right. Oh, I did not know. I did not know that was a thing. Oh well. Ah, that's it with regards. I guess that's That's always the case with some model kits anyway. Either you rip it apart and sand the joints so that they won't be as stiff. So that is one advice that I can give you with regards to a joint situation for model kits. At least they don't use polycaps. Polycaps aren't really 100% reliable. They do the job, but they're not that 100% reliable. You think I can send you a free Lightning Collection character? I don't think I can. I'm not too sure. I don't have any doubles of anything. I mean, if I do have doubles of anything, that I would gladly try to send it to you. Yeah, I don't think I have any doubles or anything. I just double check. But yeah, when the time comes, then I'll just help you out for that. But okay, I think that's it. It's been 55 minutes. I hope each and every one of you have enjoyed the stream so far. It's 1 a.m. I really do gotta get to bed. The weekend is coming. I really want to enjoy the weekend with full of energy itself. And I hope all of you guys enjoy your upcoming weekends as well. Galaxy, hope you are doing great. Happy fasting period, and then I hope that this year's Ramadan would be very good to both you and your family as well. And to anyone who's watching this and is also fasting, take care, take care, have a good fasting month, and then Eid. Yep, hope you guys will be enjoying a very good Eid as well. Send you the link. Yep, don't worry, I'll just type the link later on in the comments of this video. Sorry, my brain was lagging there for a bit. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Nice, nice, nice. I assume you have watched Moon Knight, because that's why you add your Jordan name at the end there. Okay, I guess that's it. That's enough rambling for me. Yep. Thank you all so much for checking out this particular live stream review. I hope it's been entertaining. I really enjoyed chatting with each and every one of you. I hope I do get another figure this week so that I can do a live stream as well. If not, I hope I do get another figure review out this next weekend also. Yeah, I guess that's most likely it. Most likely it. So yeah, this is KID and the Man, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
I got a piece of my heart that's covered in gold. You know I'm one of a kind, or so I've been told. No matter where we go, I know we're gonna make it. No matter where we go, I know we're not alone. We face it all cause now we know that we can take it. We face it all cause we go big or we go home. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. Dance like you made it, you found it all. This is paradise. This is paradise. This is paradise. Yo!